to establish new settlement, which is buying land, building your house as a Biafran. Majority will say the Igbo-speaking part of Biafra. These people that we are all proud of did not just have a centralized military force like the Oyo empires did, which is today they settled in many, many countries in West Africa by invasion. So their expansion was not characterized by large scale of migration. Rather, it was characterized by the scale, welfare, and territorial conquest. While the Biafra people expansion were not characterized by large scale of welfare and territorial conquest, rather by investment. Biafra community acquired land by negotiating with neighboring groups and establishing mutual beneficial relationship. I want you to understand that when they tell you that Igbos or Biafras are in Kano, in Lagos, I want to address that issue today. The difference. When they tell you you are doing business in Kano, why can't the Fulani come to your land? You have places there, you build a house there. I want to explain it tonight before I actually address the reason for this broadcast, which is the civil disobedience of the Biafra people. In many cases, Biafra settlers would have to integrate with the local population, adopting and influencing cultural practices through peaceful interaction. It is only Biafran that can go to your land and speak your language, embrace your culture, behave like you, just to be peaceful and accommodating. This particular practice attracts sharply with other ethnic group getting envious of our culture and way of life. I want you to understand that it is only the Biafra people that has what we call the land tenure and farming system. It is the most prosperous process and system in land procurement. Practice anywhere in the world, Biafrans have the best structure and system of land tenure. And I will explain it to you. The Biafra people have traditionally practiced communal land ownership, where land was not owned by individual. Are you aware of that? We actually set up what many governments in the world today are practicing. Before the coming of the white man, the people already have a system in Biafra called the land tenure system, where land was not owned by individual but held in trust by the community or extended families. As I'm talking to you today, even with the bastardizing of our culture and way of life, this land tenure system still strongly exists within the Biafra land today. This communal approach allowed for the equitable distribution of land among members of the families. And as the population grew, new settlements were founded to accommodate the expansion of, as the family expand. Today, the system of the nomadic of Nigeria terrorist state has bastardized our land tenure system, where the only target of the Nigeria terrorist state is to use the government that was not voted in by the people to grab the land from the Biafra communities. And I am telling you today, this land grabbing is happening only in Biafra territory, not nowhere else. Only in Biafra territory. Do you know why? They used these puppet governors, politicians, to continue to destroy everything that defined the Biafra people. And one of them is the land tenure system, where governor who was not elected by the Biafra people to represent them will be used by the Fulanis to continue to grab land and begin to assign land to people who are aliens without due process, without the approval of the people. I want you to understand how the culture, the peace that we enjoyed, our forefather enjoyed, have been destroyed. Because land, ownership, and the tenure system was the basic and the base and the foundation of peace in Biafra territory. Today, it has been destroyed by Nigeria system. And that's why as soon as Biafra become an independent state, we fall back to the land tenure system, where the people will be at peace, where you will not go and start killing your fellow brother or your fellow neighbor because of land. The Boundary Commission will go to work to make sure everyone understood the boundary and they know where their boundary ends. But today, what do you get? You will get governor telling you that land has been taken and they are going to use their appointed traditional rulers. Have you ever heard where traditional rulers are being appointed by governors? Well, it is happening in Biafra land. This is alien to us. It is only in the Fulani nomadic system that they appoint emir politically. That system they have brought to our land, where ordinarily the oracle of our land, the oracle that protected our land from the external invasion, the oracle that protected our land from the Oyo Empire, the oracle that protected our land from the Usman Danfodio, the oracle that protected our land from the conquest of the British Empire, that oracle was also responsible for appointing who becomes the traditional ruler of each community. Today, tell me anywhere in Biafra land where oracle appoints a traditional ruler. Everywhere, our culture has been destroyed by Nigeria state. That's why there are chaotic everywhere. That's why there are crises everywhere. That's why there are insecurity everywhere. Because the land, the spirit and the gods of our land has been destroyed. Maybe not completely destroyed, because a spirit is something that you can destroy. And that particular gods of our land has possessed the entire Biafra liberation and the Biafra agitation today. Where we go to where there are no doors and there will be door. Where we go to where there is no road, there will be road. Where we will go to where others have attempted to go and nobody responded to them, and we go there and they responded to us. Where we go to where there is no road before, where people have struggled, the IPOB criminals, the Nigeria pressure group criminals have tried several times to go. We just went there and come out victoriously, and everybody is happily welcoming us. Where they were chased away, we go there today and they welcome us with love. Oh, why somebody will be calling me, Matthias, stop calling me. Honestly, I want to tell everyone, if you are a Biafra and you are in this agitation, do not call whenever distracting me. Somebody should call Matthias. Need to be blocked.
You need to put your phone on do not disturb mode. Enable do not disturb mode. So that any call that comes in will not interfere with what you're doing.
So, this particular culture that have seen the success that we enjoy today, we are targeted by the Fulani Usman Danfodio oligarchy. That's all. But you know what? We have come to restore it. So, in the pre-colonial era, Biafra land acquisition was largely tied to agricultural need. You don't need any land for anything in Biafra land. You only need land for farming, as farming was cornerstone of the Biafra society. And you know what they do today. That's why they will tell you, do you ever see anybody going to Biafra land to build a house? Do you see any Igbo? No, Igbo don't give people their land. They understand this very well. Have you not heard about it in social media? You know, some of you will be hearing these people lamenting on social media. You do not understand. And then you will be asking them, did you come to build? And we will say no. Did you come to buy land? And we will say no. You don't understand what their forefathers told them. But we do. The post-colonial expansion in the post-colonial era, Biafra people continue to expand, particularly in urban centers, with the rise of cities and growth of commerce. Many Biafra people migrated to different parts of Nigeria, acquiring land, not coming with AK-47 like you see today, not coming with machete like you see today. They acquired land and property in regions far from their traditional homeland. Unlike in the past, this expansion was driven more by economic opportunity and modernization than by agricultural need. So, when they tell you that Igbos are doing business in Lagos, Igbos are doing business in Kano, and so therefore you have to come to Biafra land, tell them we are not against you coming to Biafra land. But when you come to Rome, you behave like Rome, Romans. When we are in your land, we buy it. We build and develop it. We don't come with AK-47 to cause sorrow to your women and children. The same narrative was told about the blood money rituals. When we were not present in the media, they have used this to sell the narrative, how Igbo people love money. Every person that made money is a ritualist. Today, there is social media. Every blessed day, you will see somebody carrying head of people, cut off their head in the name of money ritual. There has never been one case of money ritual reported in Biafra land for the past 5 years. But every day, every blessed day, you will see in Oyo, you will see in Ogun State, you will see in other part of Yoruba land where people are being killed for rituals. Yet, they were the one controlling the media, telling you how Igbos use their mother and father for money rituals. These were lies that were told, and many believed it. My fellow Biafrans, the Biafra government has come to stay to restore peace, sanity, and the dignity of the Biafra people. I am very, very happy that I am part of this generation, defiling everything to make our dream and the future a reality. You can see that now they came and pushed one idiot to make a video using Biafra government to make a video of sit at home. And let me tell you, a lot of people have told me, oh, call it off. Announce that it is not, there is no sit at home. The message have gone viral because and only because they have used the Biafra government and Biafra Liberation Army. And they say Biafra government and Biafra Liberation Army is launching armor tanks on the 21st and 22nd. Tomorrow they will tell you, oh, Simon Ekpa want to launch armor tank on the 22nd. Where is it? We did not announce it. Anything you did not hear from me doesn't exist. But you know what? We have sat back to observe the potency of the Biafra government, and I am overwhelmed. Just by somebody using Biafra government to make a video. Look at what it has generated. That is to show you the entire Biafra people are in agreement with anything Biafra government says. Anything Biafra government says, it does not matter from which quarter, from whom it is coming from. Once it is Biafra government, it goes. And because there has been a lot of confusion when we did not address it properly. We have a lot of things going on. So we are not going to be addressing every Tom and Jerry that comes on social media. We pick those ones we're going to address. So because it has gone viral, many people, many schools have already changed their schedule for tomorrow, which is the 22nd of October. The Biafra government has resolved to let it be. And what that means is that if you want to stay at home, if you have come across the message, you stay. If you want to go out, you go out. We will announce officially the sit at home that is coming when we are ready. And if they like, they should make another video and say, oh, next tomorrow is another sit at home. We will ignore them. And once Biafrans have responded, we will also keep quiet. They don't know who they are talking with. We know the game they are playing. So this sit at home, a lot of people were calling me, Prime Minister, please announce there is no sit at home, announce this, announce that, oh, this. We will not stop people who want to sit at home. So if you have received the message and the clarification was not clear because they have used Biafra, if they have not used Biafra government, maybe they say, oh, the criminals want to sit at home. It's a different thing. But they have called Biafra government, called Biafra Liberation Army, claim we want to launch our armor tank just to, validate whatever nonsense. And that man will hear from us very, very soon. It does not matter where he is. So, by tomorrow, those who may have had the false alarm and decided to reschedule all the activities can go ahead and reschedule the activities and enjoy themselves. Why those who have heard from us that there is no sit at home from the Biafra government can go about their normal businesses. And I hope those who are concerned about tomorrow is now cleared. We will not call anything off. The thing have generated a lot of concern. But what we are going to say is that if you have had Biafra government making a disclaimer and you still, for those who did not hear it from us and have rescheduled your program tomorrow, you can go ahead and do as it pleases you. But then, our 60 days lockdown of Biafra, Nigeria institution in Biafra land, will be announced. We are working in accordance with our program for the Biafra Convention in Finland. So everything must be in accordance with what will favor the Biafra government and the interests of the Biafra people. We know what we're doing. The 60 days sit at home ought to have started, but then there is something that we are working on that needed to be fixed before anything like that. So I have come to clear this particular issue of sit at home tomorrow. So those of you who have listened to me and have heard that Biafra government did not declare it, but because they have used our name, used the government name to declare it, if you heard it and you did not hear our disclaimer today, you can go ahead and sit at home. But the one thing is that the Biafra Liberation Army will be minding their business tomorrow. They will be busy making sure that the terrorist state do not breed. That is their only job. So they'll be minding their business. And of course, we will make sure, as always, that Biafrans are protected. I know that many of them will be shocked with this particular announcement this evening because they didn't expect what I'm saying now. Today, Monday Sit at Home recorded very big compliance. And we thank Biafra people. We have not ended the Sit at Home on Monday, and we still have a long way to go till the December declaration and beyond. You have been trained to make sure that you understand what you are sitting at home for. It is for your freedom and for the freedom of everyone that is being detained, including the leader of the former indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remains the leader of indigenous people of Biafra. And Biafra government will continue to fight for him. They are thinking that we are going to abandon him. That's what you see playing out. Oh, let us do so that they will get angry and stop talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That's all they wanted to do. But we will keep quiet for a while. Then after that, we'll come again with the dragon fire. No matter what you see the Prime Minister of Biafra doing on social media, don't ever get carried away that I am distracted. Never. As I'm doing what I'm doing, there is a reason for everything I've done. And whatever I'm doing, I have a target. So do not think that those things that I'm posting, I'm just posting it for posting's sake. No, I have a target. And it will stop very soon. Once I am done with what I'm cooking, I will stop. But for now, I will continue to swim the mood with the Chinch and the Olosho very well until I will release the bomb. Then everybody will go and rest. Thank you very much, the honorable member of the Biafra Republic government that are listening here, and then also the media team. I welcome all of you. Can continue from here. I will be open for questions, of course.
How many minutes do you have, PM?
I will have the next. How many minutes have I spoken now?
Let me see. We've been here for 51 minutes now. So you virtually spoke for like 45 minutes.
Okay, so let's go the next 20 minutes. And let question be very snappy so we can have a lot of people. 20 minutes. Please, Honorable Raphael, can you keep the time? 20 minutes.
Okay, my PM, sir.
Thank you to everyone for joining. Please, straight to the question. No waste of time. 20 minutes is 20 minutes. So, my Honorable Minister Ajare, the mic is to you now. Say something before we start picking the hands up, please.
Thank you, my boss. I appreciate you. Thank you, my able Prime Minister. Grace multiplied, sir. Fellow Biafrans, these 20 minutes, please let us make it count. Very important. As you're coming into the room, you raise your hands and then go straight to the point and ask questions that are relevant, especially with the season in which we are in, based on the convention, based on the topic our Prime Minister have, talked about. 60 seconds to each question. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And please do well to prioritize your microphone by raising your hand. So I start with Prince Emmanuel. Prince Emi Solo. Go ahead, Prince Emi Solo.
Yeah, good evening. Am I coming out?
Yeah, we can manage.
Okay, thank you, sir. My able Honorable Minister of Information, my able PM, good evening from here. I greet you all. My question is not much related to what our PM discussed here, but my question is for all this job our PM is doing for us. The thing is making me to ask myself, how are we sure that Ife Juna committed any offense on Biafrans? Because there is no media then. The way our people are fighting our PM, fighting everybody that are doing good things, is like we are going to do more investigation when Biafra comes on the Fejuna issue. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that's a very sensible one. It's a very, very sensible one. Like you see, let me use the current one that happened where all of you were part of. For example, the one they call Uchemefo. The same people are praising Ucheme for what he did when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was arrested in Nigeria. It didn't end there. The same people, including Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, told you how Tompolo fought and hijacked ship and demanded his release. Now ask yourself, what happened after that? So what I'm trying to say is that you made a very valid point. If Mazen Nnamdi Kanu openly recognized the activities of Avengers, and today they see or he see them as his worst enemy as a result of these criminals that never wanted Biafra that surrounded him. You can judge by yourself about Ifejuna. Thank you.
Thank you, PM. We go to Starman. Starman, over to you.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening, PM. It's an honor to be with you here tonight, and I wanted to ask you a question, something that I've been wondering about for quite a while now. About 2-3 weeks ago, we started seeing a flurry of specific figures among figures amongst the terrorists, the jihadists, that were being taken out by the Nigerian military. And I was wondering if that was some sort of orchestrated campaign or maybe even audio killings, because in this Nigeria, you're never quite sure. And I was curious whether that was an orchestrated campaign based on the fact that they want to look like or to be seen like they're doing something. And if that was to garner some sort of